Okay, so this is going to be the first video talking about a new GitHub project called Shader for the OPCD set of tools for working with JS Pro. So I've created a project and it contains a couple of branches. This was a branch for testing albedo support. And this is the main branch. I have merged the fix for an issue with the albedo into the main branch just recently, 17 minutes ago. So we have our first bug fix. So basically now it does appear that the albedo is working. And here is a kind of storyline of what we did to test it. So first I tried to test it with the forced maple assets, and I ran into an issue with trying to change the values in the maple leaves asset, because what it looks like is they depend upon optimized materials. Now I went in and I tried to change the optimized materials to the regular material, which I did have using my new shader, and that is not working. So it doesn't appear that I can change until I figure out how to use this optimized material. I'm really not sure how that's created, so maybe we'll have to loop back to that later. So I decided to test with forced oak, and when I was testing the initial set of code, it would work and it would change colors, but it had this ugly black ring around the edge, right? So here was a green albedo, and then I changed it to the one below it, which I had basically I copied the existing albedo materials in GIMP and used colorize to change the colors. So it came with this, and then I made 1, 2, and 3. So so again, we have the black ring, which is not optimal. So that was the bug, and we are okay. I needed to refresh here. Basically this was the original code, and that wasn't quite enough. So what we did is we added a hue variation variable up at the top, and changed the albedo calculation to take into account the hue variation. And then we also added some tags here, right, and changed the pragma. And bingo, no more black ring. So back to the project. We have a few more issues. I'm going to confirm that we're implementing the wind zone correctly. We have to implement translucency and implement normal, as basically what the idea of this project is to basically implement some of the basic features in a very basic way. The CTI and Arboretum are very complex. This is just a kind of a light version of a shader, but does try to give some of the same behavior as the more mature shaders. So more to come, and we'll be adding more later.